Calling in today, we have Andy Boon. Thank you for joining me, Andy.
Oh, my pleasure. Great to be here.
Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Tokyo today. It's a cold day, cold winter's day in Tokyo.
Yeah, okay. And where do you work?
I'm working at Toyo Gakuen University, which is a private university close to Tokyo Dome, downtown Tokyo. I've been working there for many, many years.
Right, okay, good. And so for the January February edition of MET, you've written a step-by-step description of one of your favorite classroom activities.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's right.
yeah, so just really briefly, what's the purpose of this activity?
Well, I've been teaching in Japan a long time, and Japanese students tend to be somewhat shy to use the L2 in front of one another. You have to do a lot of work in the classroom, building an environment where students feel safe to interact in a foreign language together, in English together. My school often used to ask me to do open campus activities. So the idea of an open campus activity, you would get high school students plus their parents coming in for a model lesson. So you've got this added problem of they're complete strangers and you're asking them to speak English
Yeah.
in front of one another in this public environment. So I needed to come up with an activity which encouraged students to speak out. So the purpose of this activity, if you don't speak out, you're going to lose the game. So it's all
Mm,
about encouraging reticent students to be able to speak out.
great. Yeah, that sounds really good, actually.
Yeah.
So perhaps now could you walk us through the instructions?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm just going to go to this can be done on any chalkboard. Now in Japan, I'm very lucky because the chalkboards in the classroom are super big. So I'm very terrible at drawing. So please don't feel you have to be a wonderful artist. And often I start off with a story and say, next week I'm going on vacation and I don't know where to go for my vacation. So here is my car, and you can see how bad I am at drawing. So I draw my car in the middle. All right, I want you to shout out popular tourist destinations in the country. So whatever country you're teaching in, get the students to shout out popular tourist destinations. So here in Japan, they might say, go to Tokyo, or they might say you go to Osaka, or they might say go to Sapporo, or they might say go to Okinawa, or they might say go to Kyoto, or they might say go to Hakone. So here we've got 6 popular tourist destinations. So then you can put students into the groups according to the destinations that they want to fight for. And you give them some time to think about why I should go to this destination and why I shouldn't go to the other destinations. I prepare a handout for students where they can write down some points. And then when the game begins, I get my chalk and I say, okay, if you give me a reason to go to your destination, I'll start to drive towards that destination. However, if you shout out, I'll change directions. And the winning team is the destination that I end up at. Now, what you can find in groups is that maybe a dominant student in the group is going to shout out all of the responses. So then you could put a rule in that everyone in your group has to speak. So once someone in the Tokyo group shouts out, somebody else in the Tokyo group has to give the second point. So someone from the Tokyo group might say, you should go to Tokyo. It's really good for shopping. There's lots of amazing shops there and lots of great shopping malls. Oh, I like shopping. I'm going to head to Tokyo. No, 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 go to Okinawa. Okinawa has beautiful blue oceans. You can go scuba diving in the ocean. Oh, I'm going to go to Okinawa. No, 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 don't go to Okinawa. Go to Osaka. Osaka has Universal Studio Japan. It's really good. You get to ride the Harry Potter ride. No, no, no. Go to Sapporo. Sapporo The crab is amazing. You can eat fresh crab in Sapporo. No, go to Hakone. They have beautiful hot springs. Okay, I'm going to go to Hakone. No, Kyoto. Go to Kyoto. There's lots of traditional temples for you to see. I'm going to Kyoto. No, go to Tokyo. You can see the Edo Museum. It's really interesting for tourists. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Tokyo, and so on. And so students keep shouting out, and you keep moving around. And then finally, maybe the Okinawa team wins like so.
Yeah. Wow. That is such a great idea.
Yeah, I've done this many times showing the open campus activity. When I first did open campus, I did an activity and okay, what do you think? Silence. So then the second time I did open campus, I was like, okay, I'm doing this activity. And then you suddenly get students realizing if we don't shout out, we're not going to stop the car and we're not going to move it to the direction. So let's shout out an idea. So that's when I came up with this idea, which really gets students shouting out the answers. Otherwise, they're going to lose the game.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Did you come up with that game yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I've been working as a language teacher for over 25 years, and I've also written textbooks and I spend a lot of time coming up with activities. And you know, you kind of visualize the classroom and you think, how do I get this to work in the classroom with my students? And you know, how can I make this fun? Fun is a key word. And of course, with that activity is fun. You know, there's a narrative behind it. You get to tell the story. And
Yeah.
then, you know, the team that wins, you know, it's fun because, you know, by the end of it, the chalkboard is a complete mess and the students really enjoy it.
Oh, I love it. I'm going to try that. Listen,
Yeah.
Andy, thank you so much for
Oh, you're
sharing
welcome.
that idea with us. I think that's
Yeah,
a
no
really
problem.
great one. Thanks.
Thank you.
See you again.
Bye.